Hi, I'm Pulkit Agarwal, Head of India Content at S&P Global Energy, and I'm coming into you live from Goa, where I'm attending the 2026 edition of India Energy Week, the largest confluence of energy market participants annually. The market participants that we're meeting this week have been really bullish about the prospects of India as an energy demand center. Think about forms of energy like oil and gas, as well as some of the newer transitional forms of fuels. On the oil side of things, India remains the focal point of global energy demand, sort of a blue-eyed boy for energy demand. Uh, India remains one of the largest, growth markets for oil, and this is coming in at a time where oil markets have not been performing well in terms of its demand-supply balances. Some of the refining plans that we have heard this week have been really bullish as well. The largest oil refiner in India did outline their plans for a 25% growth in refining capacity over the next 2 years, which is a great, sort of statement of intent from that refiner. Besides that, India remains a pragmatic and influential buyer of crude oil globally, making it home to some of the most economically sensible, I would say, decisions that the country has taken around crude oil sourcing. In terms of gas and LNG markets too, India remains a very price sensitive buyer, but at the same time is a great prospect for growth given the amount of infrastructure build out that's happening on the gas side of things. Think about all the city gas networks that the country has been building. Having said that, the downstream consumers in India do remain price sensitive for gas, and we often see market participants comparing various forms of fuel before sort of really predicting on what kind of demand that the market holds for LNG and gas. For renewable sources of energy, we did see 2025 being the key year where India crossed more than 50% of its installed power capacity from the renewable source of energy. And that momentum of renewable installation continues. However, there is some realism when it comes to power generation through these renewable sources of electricity. On the hydrogen side of things, we did see great developments as well in 2025, where India discovered the lowest tariff globally for green hydrogen. The momentum continues, and we do see market participants right here in India Energy Week being very bullish about the prospects of green hydrogen as well.